Review. Kerwin with In Review. Oh, I'm on? I'm on? Oh, hello. Hello. Kerwin and I are here at my mess, ready to go. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder, and as I still do that, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. We're just waiting for a storm to come over us. It's gotten so dark here. But the sky's still pretty high. Anyway, hi chatterboxes. You guys got going early. I turned it on and you'd just been chit-chatting all over the place. Oh, look at it. You got we're getting some Craft Roulette stamps out and about. You guys are getting them. I think we're only 2 behind right now, and I'm going to go out tomorrow. So if you want me to mail you your Craft Roulette stamp tomorrow, now is a good time to order that. And I will get it all ready and in the mail tomorrow for you, because it shouldn't take too long. Now I did put extra slow postage on Sharon from the red chair. I said, please, could you just slow this down a little bit? She still is in school, and I don't want her to be playing hooky at the end. You got yours today too, Ellen? Oh, that's wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing what you make with it, and of course you don't have to wait for a Craft Roulette parameter. You can always add that, anything that you make, to our Craft Roulette show Facebook group. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I've had a lot of fun with it, and I'll show you a couple things that I've made. But this is In Review, and what is In Review? Oh, there goes Kerwin. Oh, you can't see him. What is In Review? It is the second part of Craft Roulette. And what is Craft Roulette? The ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge that we are live almost every Friday night at 6:30. Slideshow starts at 6:10. We're going to see a little tiny sample of what the slideshow is about here in just a few minutes. If you're new, if you joined us from Brandy's group when she came on, we had a lot of fun with Brandy Mahon on Friday night. I hope she did too. It was fun to get to know her, and get to know some of her little interesting things about her past and what she does and how she lives and how she made decisions, and it was great. I really thought it was fun. So I hope you got to see that. If you haven't gotten to see it, it's right here on this channel. It's called Craft Roulette, episode 162. And let's see, front seat, back seat, everybody here? Everybody in your places ready to go? Yeah, that's the way to be. That's the way to be. But let me see. I've got my buttons turned around here, so I am going to take off that little... So far, so good. And I've made a big red note that says turn on the rules for Whodunit, because I have forgotten 3 weeks in a row now. I think so. So we've got 3 acts for tonight's show. We have mail call, where I'm going to share some of the things I've gotten in the mail for you all. We are going to do a mini cards slideshow and talk about those cards that we have gotten from Craft Roulette's episode 162. I think we're up to 250 something. That's a lot of cards. You guys like the parameters. We're going to talk about those more in a few minutes too. And then we're going to play Whodunit, where we get to test your card detective skills and see if you can figure out what card, and I'm pretty sneaky these days, what card I am casing from the current gallery. If you only have to choose from over 250 cards. It's a piece of cake, right? By the way, did you notice, you may have noticed, or I may have told you, Mr. Producer added a new feature to the galleries, and you can search by people's names and different things like that. So that's a nice little thing to know, isn't it? Because sometimes you forget when you see somebody's card, you go, oh, I'm going to remember, and then you forget, and I'm going to go back and look at it again, and you forget, and it's just a constant whirlwind of activity in your mind, and we want to calm your mind. So he added a search feature for gallery. And now if you like searches, you would enjoy, and you're not a patron, you might want to join us as a patron, because you can search all the episodes as a patron, not just one gallery. I know, it's that good. Let's go down to paper. Oh dear, we don't want you to see any sneak stuff, early stuff. I think I have everything safe. So, from Amanda Stevens, Exceptionally Bad Dad Joke Book. Are you ready? Oh, I forgot. This is face cam. Yes, there is a true rumor that Mr. Producer and his brother Russ are both having birthdays this week. 2 years apart, but on the same week. I'm not sure that was good, but we made it work pretty much. Yep, here it is. Ready? Okay, this one you got to really think hard. This is very, very heady, let me tell you. Milk is the fastest liquid on Earth. Milk is the fastest liquid on Earth. You know why? You know why? It's pasteurized before you ever see it. It's pasteurized before you ever see it. That's a good one. That's pretty tricky, though, to understand that one. That one's pretty tricky. So let's go down to mail call. We've got Team Purple. Salute. Here it is from Team Purple. Kathy Christian sent me this. That's really smart, isn't it? That a nice looking card. She's got some embossing squares. She's got some paper, pattern paper squares. This is bowed up just a little bit on the inside, and then down at on the edges, it's flat. So it's not a really horrible big bump of a thing. It's just a nice little bump of a thing. So well done, Kathy Christians. You are definitely showing your Team Purple colors. You also sent me a couple things that you had double ordered. So they will be welcomed into somebody else's house. You've got some Trinity stamps with a little gnome. Looks Christmassy to me. So that'll be fun. I'll be happy to send that out to somebody, and a couple beautiful Copic pens. Nice. Nice. Thank you, ma'am. It's always so much fun to get mail. Sherry Pemberton from down the street in Harrisonville, Missouri sent me a whole pile of cards to use to send out to others and to include in goodie bags. So these will be wonderful additions to people's goodie bags. And look at this one. Isn't that great? Yeah. Oh, it looks blue on your screen. Well, it looks purple to me. It looks blue violet is what it looks like to me, Married Youngblood. But that's a cool card, isn't it? But it folds so cool and flat. And I know that Sherry is loving this stamp set, and she's been using it for all sorts of things and all sorts of meeting all sorts of parameters. So she's having fun with this little stamp set. It is really cute and charming. That's a nice way to make it, isn't it? Just have a little... I think Crafty Owl did something like that one time. And then it has the inside too, so you can write and have a good time. That is very clever. Make note, guys. Make note. That's a really good one. Idea. Here is, I think this was her Dutch door. Yep. Her little Dutch door with a little hootie owl. This has got some really great texture on it, and she's done some ink blending on it for some really nice look. Okay, here's some. This is really, you have got your nice big rectangle there. You've got some really nice embossing and some ink on it. And then she pulled in a circle, which really looks good with this, doesn't it? With his great big circle eyes. Ha ha, smarty smart. And here is, how are we doing this one? Let's see. Okay, so here is a happy birthday to my beautiful friend with some sand dollars and sea theme. She's got this little guy, a couple little guys popped up. She's got all this little row popped up. And she's got this little row popped up. And then these guys are all flat on the back. But it looks like with this guy popped up, it looks like he's part of that, doesn't it? So it looks like, oh, that's cool. This could have been birds. It almost could have been birds if she had some wood grain instead of sand grain. Birds are everywhere. Don't put them away. They're wonderful little animals to have on cards. You are such a blessing. Look at her pretty ink blending. Her jewels. Nice diagonal corners there. Offset with a couple little scribbly things for some corners also. And then she's got some real nice tearing for some texture. So I'm thinking she had just some white paper. Great idea. Did some ink blending and then tore it. And you know, I think, am I making this up? I think that when you tear one way, it's easier than if you tear the other way. I think that's true. So if you are ever tearing a long edge, make sure it's the easy edge to control the tear, and then have the second side be harder. It's not a big deal, but it's a little deal, and sometimes it's fun. Life, sit back and enjoy the ride. Nice little square card. Another good ink blending with some birds in the background. Nice card. I bet this is some of this. Maybe this could be almost the same, but they're not. Great ways to think of different things. So if you had some sand, that would definitely make a great little bottom, wouldn't it? I don't think he would look so good riding his bicycle in the ocean, though. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Here's another little card from Sherry. Okay, it's a top folding. She's got a pretty little blue wreath. That's kind of a purpley blue. That's a different take on it, and it's very pretty. She hand drew her little border here, I believe. Has a little ribbon, and it's flat. See, that's the thing I like, flat stuff. Flat Kansas, flat cars. I like flat cards a lot. And so she's got that little ribbon just tucked along underneath that front panel, so she doesn't have to worry about it being on the inside or anything. And oh man, in the old days, kiddos, when we didn't know what we were the heck doing, probably it was me, but I would wrap a ribbon and I would try to, if it was top folding, then I'd make a slit up here, and it was never good, and there was always kind of a little bump and a little, like a scar. Ask me how I know, and don't ask. And then it was never good. And so if you did it sideways, though, you only had the one choice. You could only do side folds, but that's a great solution. The last one from Miss Sherry is one of these, Joyfold, which are great. Just a way to elevate a card. Super easy and super fun. She's got a little bit of vellum, a beautiful die, and she's got these little gems. I bet she's got some glue underneath those. And again, the little tiny sentiment is popped up so nicely. And all the colors look so beautiful together. All gorgeous cards, and you may be getting them in the mail if you get goodie bags. We aren't doing too many goodie bags right now because we're doing stamps. You don't mind? Melanie Foy sent me a card, and I opened this, and I went, holy smokes. This is like, it was fresh off Craft Roulette. And it was, what was it? Was it Christmas colors? I don't remember. And it was, oh, isn't that sweet? She's saying Happy Mother's Day because I'm the mother of all Craft Roulette. Well, there you go. This is a great little that's a cute little ribbon too. I like it. And then she's got her little diagonals. I have so much trouble with diagonals, but you don't have to have everything be on an angle. She's got the back all squared up. She's got this all squared up. This guy is the only guy that's going cattywampus. And look how clever this is. She's also got rain going cattywampus. And so you've got the angle of the rain and the angle of that diagonal. So pretty fun. Then she's got that, okay, this is a great idea too. Just mostly black and white. Add a tiny bit of color and you've got a really special card. Melanie Foy, thank you. It's gorgeous. And happy Mother's Day to you all too, if I forget on Friday to tell you. I think these are stamped. Maybe. But stamping a darker tone on a lighter tone on tone is always, I think it's a great look. Get you a lot, can get you far with not too much effort. Sweet Anna Revue sent this little card. Okay, now this is, she left it open and so that I can use it again for y'all. And she did the little poem that says, I didn't sign this card before I sent it off to you, but it holds my warmest thoughts, invisible but true. And if you find a time you need to brighten someone's day, then take this card, sign it, and send it on its way. And look at all the details that Miss Revue includes. Really, this is Z-fold, basically. A little bigger, kind of a different, the measurements aren't traditionally Z-fold. Maybe they are. I'm not going to worry about it too much. It's gorgeous. And then she put it on a A fold base. And then this is just a little bit smaller. I like how that sticks out underneath the little sentiment, and then it lines up with the front and the back inside. Smart, smart, smart. Then what did she do? So then she wrote a sweet little note, and, and it was a really sweet little note. she, it was really nice. So, but she put it on some really pretty paper, and it's a little heavier than copyweight, but made it kind of like a special little card inside too. Fun. Anna Rabidoo, thank you so much. And last but not least, we got a cool card from Paula Rice, and I believe this was her card for Craft Roulette as well, and it wasn't too long ago, was it? Nope. We had, I think we had book page, hat, campfire colors, and a Dutch fold. Oh my gosh. You did the parameters so well, I can remember them. That's pretty impressive right there. So kiss your brain, Paula Rice, because you did it, so I can remember it. I forget that it doesn't matter which. I don't necessarily forget the color or the random or the project or the element, but I always forget one of them when I'm trying to list them. But this is just as cute as can be. Isn't that darling? What a clever way to use that. It's just really good. Really, really nice. You guys are all so smart and clever. Oh, best mailbox, happiest mailbox in the state of Missouri. So I kind of miss sending out my pink envelopes because I miss talking to the girls. And the girls out there are the best postal people in all of Kansas City. That is the Martin City Post Office, and we love it. Let's look at some of your cards from last week, shall we? Let's do it. Slideshow. I went backwards. Slideshow. Start show. Haven't broken down the internet yet. Almost. For episode 162 recap, our project was a matchbook card. Flowering Field was our color palette. You had to include some kind of bird or birds, and you needed some wood grain. This is where I always yawn. It's just because I haven't been breathing. I just talk. You love my t-shirt? Thank you, Shanna. I wanted to be twins with Leslie Herman because I was on a Zoom call with her earlier today, and she had hers on, and I wanted to be twins. We could go to a costume party, Leslie, with these t-shirts. We've both got the white hair, glasses. We could do that. Why not? All right, Laura Ellis from England. She's got a little wee man in her life. Cute little fella. I haven't seen this picture lately, though. Her matchbook card is traditional, where you've got that extra little lip at the bottom. And it looks like she's got it tied shut with that pretty ribbon. Flowering Field background paper. Really, that's pretty paper, too. You've got a real nice die cut for a bird and caught some of the colors of the flowers in the background. Nicely played. And then look how well he sticks out on that black or that dark background. Very nice. And I got a hunch. Let's see. It's yellow pattern paper. Okay. And then wood grain is embossed. Okay. I can't see that. Oh, I can kind of see it. But she's got him on an embossed wood grain thing. Background. That's the word. Matte panel is looking good. And, these matchbook cards can be made such that they can be easel cards too. So it's kind of a fun little twist. But that's a really fancy die. I can just see myself. And I'm not a fancy die poker outer, but I really appreciate it when people do. Now that one, would that be one that some people might like paper piecing into those little diamond shapes? I think maybe that would be another way to use that die. So really pretty, Laura Ellis. You've been around for quite a while. That's number 80. You are a zero hero. Nicely done. Pretty card. Natasha from Australia sent in this card. I think she's got a little flap at the bottom with the wood grain. Yep, wood grain closure. That's a way to think it instead of a flap. Flowering fields, beautiful colors that you chose, yellow, pinks, and blues. I planted flowers today, and 3 tomatoes, some zucchini, and some cucumbers. And I have a very, very good news. None have died yet. Very, very good news. Another thing is our radish crop is starting to come up. So I'm pretty excited. So, I know. Next time you see me, I may be wearing overalls, a straw hat, and have a piece of wheat coming out my face. So, anyways, Natasha, I don't mean to take away from you. I love your colors, and I like how you texturized them. I'm assuming that's the Distress Oxide. Just as pretty as can be. Just a note, very clever to add these couple measures there, like 3 measures, I think so, 4, and have birdies. They sing the same song. I don't know. I'm sure you could score it. I'm sure it's been scored, but it is bird song. I hear the celebration in bird song. I hear the celebration of simple things. Oh, I do love a good bird song. I may be making lots of radish sandwiches. My mom used to eat radish sandwiches. Orchard girl, yeah. Well, they only have 2 leaves right now. They still have plenty of time to let me down, but I'm hoping for them. I did bring the flowers home yesterday, and most of them were, all of them were annuals except for the vegetables. And I did say, "Welcome home. This is where you'll live the rest of your life, because you'll only be alive for a couple months if I do well." Kind of sad. I had a moment with my plants. But Natasha, this is a really pretty song, and our card, and I'm really glad that you put that in, and I think you did a good job of cleverly tying together the birds and the songs and all that. And right now, our birds are nutty, crazy, singing like everything, and I think it's lovely. They're probably singing about my radishes. Birthday Bob Sadler from Columbus, Mississippi has sent in 54 cards. Oh, let's see what he has. He has a flap with some wood grain, or closure for those who are a little more sophisticated. And then he's got a beautiful flamingo wading in the marshes. Look at that, how pretty. And you've got the really pretty background with your colors. Is there just like a horizon going on there with that yellow line? I'm thinking there is, and then some reflection on the under that in the water. I'm thinking that's pretty fancy, Birthday Bob. I like it. He's having a look at the flower. Yes, he's a very pretty bird. They are such funny birds, aren't they? With their backwards knees. Real nice. I think it's a pretty card, Birthday Bob, and appropriate that you make birthday cards. I like it. Cecilia Fernandez from Arizona has sent in her first. Congratulations. It's so nice to have you. You are also a patron, as I believe I recall. Oh, speaking of which, if you want to be patron number 200, we've had over 200, but not everybody's been able to keep up. But if you want to be patron 200, and I know Ava Ballon wanted to be patron 100, now's the time. We're at $199 for this month. So if you want to be patron 200 for this month, we're ready for you. But this is her first submission. She used the Spellbinders April kit. Okay. And an unknown 3D embossing folder for the wood grain. But look at that wood grain. It's very, very pretty. A lot of subtlety, but a lot of pow for what you get, I think. I'm a subtle subtle as a stub toe. But I think this is really pretty. And I like your colors a lot. Your little pretty bluebird singing thank you. I got my bird tonight. I'm ready for my bird. That's your only hint. No, I've got 2 hints for you for Whodunit. One is it will probably have a bird. And here's your other one. It's going to be in the first 250 cards. Here to help you. So Cecilia, I think that's really pretty. And look how she has the bird and the flowers sticking up over the closure so that he is in the inside too. That's a really cute good. Look, I like that little, it's like a bonus card inside when you open it. Smart, smart, smart. And you don't even have to add much more. Another first timer, Lori F. from New York. And a whole nother foil. Look at this funny guy flying by to say, hey. He looks like he's about to have a hard landing, doesn't he? What a cute little bird. I like him very much. Of course, I'm silly. But this is really cute. And I like how those are trees at the bottom. And I think that's, she's got the, it looks like from my angle and reflection and all that stuff, the closure has the trees and with the tree trunks coming up at the bottom. And then it looks like she's got the trees on the bottom of the top part too. So it opens and the trees go with it. That's very cool. I like, there's a lot you can do with a matchbook card that is unique that you can't really do with other cards. And so I'm glad that you guys explored and found some fun tricks and twists to this. Your clouds are pretty. They sure are pretty. How are mine? No tornadoes. That's good. It's sitting up there. They're not moving. And just like a card, it's just like a card up there. The clouds aren't moving, but I don't see that bird. That would be a fun bird to see, a bird carrying around a sign with, hey. Oh, you are right, Anita, that his chest is a heart. And that is not that is not on the bird's stamp. I don't think that was an intentional inking. Very, very clever, Lori F. And very, very clever, Anita, for seeing that instead of worrying about the clouds. Your first time to make a matchbook card, Gloria? And they're fun. They're fun. This is adorable. I like the mixture of the fonts, too. Nice touch. Welcome, welcome. Karen F. from Wisconsin has sent in 72. That's so many cards. And it's very, very pretty. She's got the flowers in the background. And again, the flowering field is not per se, it's a color. It's a color parameter. It isn't something that you need to include on a card, but it isn't wrong when you do it. And I think it's a great another way to pull in some of the parameter thinking and nuance and feelings. And so, like on this, her background is beautiful, and the background of with the flowering field in the background. What without that having that suggestion from the colors, think of what might she have used. She could have done the wood grain or words or something like that. But I think the flowering is just so pretty. So really, really nice. Look at those little beautiful blossoms and little eggs. I see little blue eggs every once in a while on the ground. I hope they're just happy hatchings. So I think that they're such a pretty color and they're so beautifully natural. That's a really pretty bird too, Karen F. Bluebird of happiness, the eastern bluebird, the state bird of Missouri. Angie has sent in a dozen. A dozen cards is a good thing, and she has a feather. She has a deconstructed bird, and she has a beautiful feather. It looks pretty glitzy in that purple, team purple. I'm seeing it with a faux strip. Oh, you are really, really exploring all sorts of cool parameter pushes there, or pulls. Stretches. Pull those pants. You've got the wood grain in the back. Then you have a faux horizontal strip there for your matchbook. Very fun. And then you've got those pretty, pretty shiny papers with the mat or the design element in the back. And then you've got your pretty feather. Can you imagine a bird with that feather? I love it. And I hope that's a die. I hope you didn't hand cut that, because that would be like fussy cutting on steroids. I don't think I would understand that. But I think it's probably a die, but cool background too. I don't know if that's one stamp. But there's that tone on tone thing that I was talking about with this card. Using a dark ink on a lighter paper, it makes a great background. So Angie, it's wonderful. One more. And then we're going to play Whodunit. What time is it? Yeah, it's time. Norma. Oh, I'm glad we got to Norma. Oh, you got another HOA. You guys meet all the time, Patty Beck. You like HOA. You just always got HOA meetings, but you're a good citizen. Norma Garrett has sent in 47 cards. Now, if you're looking at her numbers here, this is what it means. She has sent in 47 cards, and 31 of them have had her Great Dane friends on them. And she has real dogs like that. But bye, Patty. Have a good time. Be careful. It's going to storm. But you're not here. I forget. So look at all those birdhouses. She had a cute little story about her, how the lots of feathered friends had moved into this neighborhood, and now Marmaduke is just, or Opie as her dog is called, is now just like, oh, look at all these new friends. That's really a cool little die cut there with those little birds. I guess that's a die. Gosh, is that a die? Or is that, I don't know what it is, but I like it. But I like birds and I like birdhouses. And then you've got a huge flower there to keep Opie company. And from all of us, you've got birds sitting up there, birds in the houses, birds everywhere. Pretty little closure with that lace. That dog, though. That dog. I think he's adorable. And you done real good, Miss Norma. Congratulations on 31 Great Dane cards. That's impressive. Nope. Just this. Now, I got to do something before I forget. But those were all wonderful cards. Remember, we're Craft Roulette. We really truly do consider your cards to be personal expression of your creative nature and your own little art project. And so we don't tell you what to do, what to buy, or anything. We don't give you enough time to buy anything. And so we don't tell you what to do, we don't teach you anything. We just say, go have some fun. Here's 4 ideas. Now go put them together, mash them up, and have some fun. And you guys never disappoint me. So thank you so much. Kisses, and kisses. I'm going to remember this time. Watch this, Stephen. Watch this, Stephen. Where is it? Esteban. That's who done. Oh. Well, we may have to talk about this. But here we go. There's the Whodunit game rules. And I did remember, even though it was a struggle. Total struggle. So this is a game, if you've never played Whodunit, this is how we play. All right, the object of the game is to be the first card detective to correctly solve the mystery of Whodunit and provide the clue that broke the case wide open. Details are, I will be making a card based on a card from the most recent gallery. My project will be inspired. Keyword. Look at it. Is it? No, it's not. On mine, it's bold and in italic, so you know it's very important. My project will be inspired by the selected card, but it will not be a perfect copy. There will be clues in my project, but it won't be as easy as finding one match because those clues may be quite hidden. Yes, I remembered 5K. To play the game, you must be here on the live show with the live chat and to be able to participate. You're going to need to also have the correct gallery, which is on craftroulette.live, which is episode 162, open to look for the clues. To solve the mystery, this is the important part, type at, oh, and we don't have Patty. Who's here? Who can do this? Type at Craft Roulette in, there it is, Stephen can do it, he knows all the rules, in the chat, followed by the name of the crafter you believe is the inspiration of the card and the clue that you have decided or found that will crack the case open. There you go. That's it. That's exactly it. To be the first to solve the mystery of who done it correctly with the at Craft Roulette, the name and the clue, and you will be tonight's winner. Our winner will win. It's big. Are you ready? Our OG, our original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. Some people do, Sarah Goer, they do study the gallery in advance. So we'll talk about that. But winners, you're going to use the contact form to contact me to tell me where you want me to send this wonderful card. Remember, the project is inspired by, it will not be a direct replication. I may use different colors, I may use different images, embellishments, shapes, etc. This is my art project based on your art project. And you can make more than one guess, but you need to include a clue. Include the clue. That should be a part of a little poem. Include the clue. Let me see. Are we ready? And then tomorrow evening, I will tell everybody who done it. Look at that. See, that's so good. That's so good. Okie doke. Wait a minute. I have on the back of my notes my how to make this card so that it isn't too easy. That's my clue. Oh, here's what a card though I made today. It's so cute. Look at this. Is this so fun? I was on a call with the club fun people, and Leslie, who never sends in a card, made her 10th card and sent in a card. And so I said, oh, it's real easy. Just do this. And then I thought, that's really a fun idea. Let me just do that. And so I did that. And I like it very much. And to that also, this is the stamp set that did the big B-Day vibes. Do I have anything on the inside? No. And this is the stamp. And there may be, this stamp by Kathy Zilski may be part of a package that you may want to, that you may win. I'm just going to go ahead. You're here tonight. I'm telling you the secrets. So that's the secret. There is a special coming up that Kathy Zilski, a special giveaway that she's going to announce Friday night. It includes this stamp set. Okay, that's enough. And then speaking of stamp sets, there's our stamp set. It's got a really fun thing on the back. And here are some cards. There's one from Kathy Zilski's stamp set. And there, you don't even have to make craft roulette cards. You can make flower cards. So, anyway, that's that. All right. Are you ready? Do you have everything ready? Yes, we are, Leslie Herman. We're Twinkies. Okay, I'm ready. Let me start getting my supplies. Have you got it? I know. Such a goof, such a goof. How will I trick you tonight, you ask? How? How will I trick? I don't want this yet. How will I trick you tonight? That is the big question of the night. There's some ink colors. That's how you open an ink. Oh, 8 teeth pulled, Debbie. Oh my goodness. Oh, gracious sakes a days. I hope you're, whew, that's a lot. I'm just going to start adding some color. I forgot how I was going to do it. That's why we have notes, to help me remember why I forgot what I forgot. Okay. Okay, I will tell you, I'm being tricky. That's third clue. I am being tricky. Yes, implants are cool. They dental implants are cool. And I declare, when I was in the MRI though, I always feel like they're going to come out. They always say, "Do you have anything metal?" And I keep going, "I have dental implants." And I get in there and I just lay there and think, they're not coming loose, are they? Do I feel that coming loose? I think they're coming loose. It's a real struggle to lie still. But I always win in the end. I always lie still. Okay, so we've got some color. Just botched that. I'm gonna add some flowers. Christina, you're right on it. For the spotted inking. Is it Marika? No, but well thought out. That's exactly how to do it, too. Isn't this pretty? It's a beautiful, it is a truly beautiful gallery this week. I thought I had another stamp. I did. I did. By jingo. But I think I'm going to do one more thing. Oh my! Whole bunches of guesses. I'm not seeing the right artiste yet. And I do have it written down so I don't forget. Myself a little mask. Did you like the parameters this week? I thought they were just really great. Very, very easy. Entry level easy. But still very open to lots of great interpretation. Lynn is getting lots of guesses. Danya, Lynn, Marie, Arlene, Jennifer, Natalie, Danny. Whew. I have you stumped so far. So far, so good, Mary. Way to trick 'em. Trick. Remember, I can change all sorts of things. And I've gotten good at stringing you along. No more easy guesses for me. For you? From me? I guess that's it. All right. Amy Moore, Suzanne, Leslie. They were wonderful, weren't they, Lisa? Marie, Mia. Oh, yeah, Christina, you did a beautiful job as usual. Amy Moore. Yeah, boy, these are good guesses, though. I'm just going to add a little bit of color. Maybe there's not enough there to matter. Maybe, though. We'll see. I don't want to add too much because I did not use the right black ink. So lazy that way. Green. I told Mr. Producer who inspiration was. Look up just a second, see how you guys are doing. That's pretty. Oh gosh. Let's see. Suzanne, Amy, Marie, Mia, Stacy, Marie, Amy, Arlene, Leslie, Makira. What else is? Thanks everybody. Oh, sure. Gail, Tamra, Ellen C, Stacy Eaton. You know what? Out of that list, we have a winner. We have a winner. They have already figured it out. I'm not nearly as good as I thought. So hang on. Let me get this little thing put a little bit together. You guys can just sit back and relax and watch me create for a moment or two because we have a winner. We do. I gotta find that person again. Oh my goodness. our Sherlock has a history. You want to see how I'm going to make my bird? We already have a winner. Do you want to see who it is? Okay. Then we will, I'm so curious. If you are watching on replay and you don't want to know who did it, please look away right now because I'm going to begin the countdown. There's my card, and the big reveal is Stacy Freer. Yeah, I changed the color. And Kiki, who won not too long ago, won again. She's like a super sleuth, super card detective. Yep. So how did my card look like her card? Let's see. Well, we had the same we used the same card type. I did a matchbook card just like hers. And then she used blues and greens. I went for yellows and greens because I thought that will throw you guys off. you thought it looked like you were Stacy? I didn't know you were here tonight. That's hilarious. Well done. And what was it, Kiki, that did it? It was the flowers that gave it away. I thought the flowers might, but then I thought, well, they're yellow, so that they won't get that. If I did blue, I knew it was a giveaway for sure. But I thought, oh, these flowers, they're going to be yellow. They're going to be looking for yellow. But no, you're way too on top of it. So, okay, so instead of a green mat and a green background, I used a neutral gray. And Stacy did a embossing wood grain, and I don't have an embossing folder that's wood, so I just used some paper that had a wood grain that I thought went well with the gray. And her little bird is sitting there on the bottom on a little branch, and I knew that bird will give it away, but I thought maybe I'd have a little more time. And then you did some good stuff on the inside too, but I thought I'm going to go ahead and use Kathy Zilski's cute little stamp set. And I thought it looked so good. Like your little bird is saying, sending happy thoughts. And it looks like my little bird is saying, sending some birthday love. So that's how I did it. I didn't make this quite short enough. So, and then you did the just a note. And I thought, well, I don't have anything like that. So I did part of, this is also from Kathy's set. Hope your day is fab. And then I made the bird. Now the bird, I don't have a stamp set. So let's see, we've got a little time. Let me show you. I drew the bird. I did. So let's see. Do I have the stuff? Yep, I do. Because I think that bird's really cute. And so I drew my little birdie. I have a pencil. I think I will, no, that's fine. We'll put him right here. And so I just tried to see where he went in, where he came out, where his soft curves were, where his tail feathers were about the size. And I chose it based on the size of the card and how I thought it would fit on the card. And then I didn't have then I thought, well, I'll just draw the branch underneath, which wasn't very fancy. So that's all I did, and added a little thing with the leaves. Then I know you can't see him. And then he won't look the same ever twice, and that's good and bad. Okay, I do not talk well when I'm trying to do this, and at the same time, he doesn't even fit the little lines that I sketched. So that's how drawing is for me. I don't know. Now, Stacy's little bird has a little mohawk, but I opted not to do the mohawk. So there's my little bird, and then he's got a little wing here. And I used the same stamp set I did do the stamping. And so here's his little, this is where I cut this guy out of, so you won't be an exact fit for this. But he's just going to go right there. I think I'll add the yellow first. Woo-hoo! He's going to be fussy cut, so it's not going to be too big a difference. More on the stamping, but even that, nah, not too much. Oopsie. Move it. Okay, let's see now what. Add some pretties. So I thought that's a really cute idea. I just decided to try it on my own. Because you guys weren't watching me, so if it was a complete fail, I could still scrap it and try something else. This isn't craft roulette after all. I get to practice. A little bit. This guy again. What ones it is, but it's okay. It'll be close enough. I just don't want it down on the branch. Sharpie, there it is. We'll just use, I should put a, oh, it's dangerous. I should put a little bird thing with pencil first. I'm going to live dangerous. Good enough. And then just bring him in some, you know, some of that stuff that I'm thinking out loud in my brain to add some color. And probably would do a better job. Oop. Than I am doing now. And then his little face. Oh, I made his little beaks open here, but this one he's shushed. He's getting ready for bed. And then the little wood grate, or the little thing that he's sitting on, I just used a Copic. My very, very non-fancy coloring. I could give you a class on non-fancy coloring with Copics. There, a little bit there. Good enough, good enough. Well, Kiki, I'm quite impressed with your skill. There seems to be no holding you back from winning these, guessing who I am casing. I missed that one altogether. Look at those, all hang out from the flower without touching. Yeah. So that is the gist. I can fix it. If you use just basic black for stuff, you can get away with a lot of fixes. I should erase those before I do anything else. But anyway, that's my little bird. And he's going to go right on top. This guy, ooh, he's been eating a little more birdseed than this one. He's a little chubbier. That's okay. Good for him. Here we go. I think he's a little chubby, but we'll work with him. Maybe, maybe I can make him look a little thinner. But he doesn't have to look. He doesn't have to. He's going to be fine. He's just be happy with his own self-image, That's where I'm thinking. Well, okay, guys, that's it for the night. I think I hear the thunder coming. I'm gonna be okay. Face, there we go. He looks like a bird. Well, that's half the battle right there. Oh, it's a stamp of the month. Gotcha. Well, now you know how to make it. If you have a plain bird or I will do something with the patrons on that. So anyway, all right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Thank you for sending in those cards. Oh, I know. I was going to add a little bit of texture to that with this. That's what that was. There was a little bit of like a notebook line or something, and I forgot that. So that's okay. So Friday, what do we have? We have episode 163 where we get to meet Kathy Zilski. Like I said, we are going to have a special announcement which she's going to make. I'm just kind of doing a little early work on that. And then next week, Tuesday night, where will we be? Right back here for In Review number 163. And we'll see whose cards I try. And if we have Kiki, I think she's going to have to watch it with just one eye. So she's such a sleuth. Put that little sleuth hat over her one eye so she doesn't get so. No, congratulations. That's awesome. You're very good. You're just very good. But you know, the thing about being a card detective is you really can learn a lot about making cards. When you are a card detective, you can start learning things, and that's kind of why I like to do this, because you get to learn and I get to learn. It helps our powers of observation. So I think it's good. Anyway, yep. All right. Well, I'm listening. What am I listening to? If you are new to In Review, you may not know what the heck I'm doing, but I'm listening. Yes, I'm going to turn on Ryan Hall, y'all. I don't think it's that stormy, but we're going to turn him on. Yes, thumbs up, share, all those things. Appreciate it. Notifications for Friday. You guys are the best. Here's one for you. And we'll talk to you next time. All right? Well done. Bye-bye.